I'm just like thinking, like, because he that's how he like got me, was through his like musical talents.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh.
Yeah, I brought her to a show that I was playing in.
It was really funny.
Got her.
What's up, guys?
It's good, y'all. Glad to be back with y'all. We took a week off last week, didn't we?
No, it was the week before.
Okay, well, we definitely got some stuff to catch y'all up on.
These are Josiah's new favorite snack. They're like a limited time Oreo, and they are so good.
You can only have like one or two, bro, because...
Or like 3.
Because they so like rich and like...
They're so good.
They can make me feel like fat forever. Like, damn. Like, I just smack like... So I had to limit myself to 2 a night.
Okay, we need your guys' help. Next week, Josiah has a bye week. We are thinking about like going somewhere, but somewhere that's like within Florida. So we're thinking either Key Largo, or we would go up to Orlando and go to Universal Studios or Disney World. So which one do you guys think we should go to?
But is there any, cause like I know the hurricane just passed, and I heard that like all the nice places to go to right now are kind of like, you know, just
Key Largo is fine.
they got some stuff, some what's it called, some over residue. What's it called?
I don't know.
Some stuff left over from the hurricane.
But it's on the
I don't know how
side.
true that is.
It looks fine. I was looking at TikToks.
Did you look at the date? These little TikToks?
Yeah, that girl from TikTok, what's her name? Alex? The one that goes to Miami U. I know all of you know who I'm talking about. I'm obsessed with her. And she was just in Key Largo. And she vlogged her whole thing. And it looked cute. And Key Largo is only about like an hour away from Miami. And Orlando is what?
2-3 hours? It's like going from Seattle to Portland, y'all. So all my folks on the Northwest, you know what I'm talking about. But it's like 2 hours and some change. My mom's birthday's next week, though. I wanted her to come down here because I just thought it'd be a good little trip.
Jasmine.
She is coming out here, but she's going to Orlando, which is cool too. So her birthday's coming up, and then Thanksgiving. I don't know what we're doing for holidays. To be honest, we haven't
I have no idea.
talked about the holidays. I mean, the difference from this year and last year is, you know, last year when we were in New Orleans, we actually hosted Thanksgiving, so that was cool. But here, we can't host it really.
Everything that's here, so we moved into a furnished apartment already. And so like all the stuff that's in here is just like not ours. So it doesn't feel comfortable. It kind of just feels like you're living in an Airbnb.
Yeah, low key.
Like even the cooking stuff, like you're limited to like our cooking supplies that we have. And I don't want to buy like all this stuff because we have it in Texas already. So I don't want to buy it again.
But I ain't gonna lie, I think the best thing about this is the patio. Man, that patio was done. It's like our living room. Like, we be out there every day. Just
Yeah, we spend so much time outside. So we love it here. I love it so much. But all of our like stuff that makes a home is in Texas still. So we just feel like we're living in an Airbnb. Like imagine if we had our furniture, like our bed and our couch and everything in this apartment. It would be it would go crazy. We don't know what we're gonna do for the holidays yet.
No.
Because he plays on Christmas. And then you have a game the Sunday following Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Last year he played on Thanksgiving.
I did.
But this year, it's not like that. We thought we would do something a little bit different today though. We are going to do like a Q&A kind of thing.
Yeah. We want y'all to get to know us a little more. So we just thought, you know, this could be a different way where we could do it. So
I don't want to answer first, so you go. Let me ask first. So we kind of came up with questions that I picked questions that I thought were. I kind of picked them strategically. I picked them so that like people could actually get to know you a little bit, like things that people wouldn't know about you.
If you would.
Here's the maybe an easy one. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing for a career right now?
So I'll be like a musician. A musician. I'm going to do this at football too, actually. But I grew up in a church. My mom had me sing. at an early age. I'd probably say I started singing when I was like probably like 6, 7, maybe. What?
I'm just like thinking like because he that's how he like got me, was through his like musical talents.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh.
Yeah, I brought her to a show that I was playing.
It was really funny.
Got her, Nina.
The very first time we ever hung out in person, I was in Seattle, and he was like, I have this thing tonight. Do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And then we show up, and it's a whole concert that he's like performing in. And I was just like, what is going on? And he did that on purpose. He thought he had game. Huh.
Yeah, boy, you're still here, so I must got it. You hear me? But yeah, I grew up.
No.
Music is in my blood, and my mom sings, and my brother and my sister sing. And then my oldest brother, he played the trumpet when he was young too. So I started learning the drums at like 8, and then I picked up the keyboard. Really, when I got to like high school, is when I started wanting to learn the keys and stuff like that. So if I wasn't playing ball, y'all, I think I would be a musician, and then something else though. I think I'd be like a coach, like a.
You said you wanted to be a barber.
Oh, barber, I'm tripping. Yeah. Okay, for sure. Like, if I had to make some cheese too, I'll definitely be in the barber, because I feel like barbers, they be making some cheese, and I ain't gonna say no names, but they making some cheese.
And
bro.
it's
Like,
not just about like, I don't feel like it's just about the money.
Okay.
It's like the craft
Right,
of it
my
too.
bad. It ain't about the money, y'all. It's really not about the money, but hey, Jasmine, you know, I also want to be able to touch people's lives too. So I feel like, you know, as a barber too, like, you know, you get a lot of opportunities to talk to folks and really speak like life into it for real. And really just, you know, be cool and kind of vibe with them too. So, you know, that's another reason why I want to be a barber. But I would be a musician and a barber if I wasn't playing ball, y'all. What did your parents almost name you?
My mom always told me that if I wasn't named Vanessa, I would be named Venus, which is really cool too.
That is dope.
I like that name.
I
too.
definitely think you look like a Venus too.
Yeah, I do love my name though. And I would love Venus too. I love having like a V as the first letter of my name.
It's very sleek, huh?
Yeah. My mom did a very good job with my name. I love my name. What is your favorite memory that we've shared together?
I would say we took this trip to San Diego. I think that was, and it was very early. What year was it? 2? 1?
We hadn't made it a full year yet because we started like dating, I guess, in 2018. And we took it at the beginning of 2019. Yeah. We took that trip at the beginning of 2019.
And we went to San Diego, y'all, and it was just a vibe. Like, I think that was the... We didn't stay in no fancy hotel because we was, what, 20...
We were broke college students. Well, I was just freshly, like, out. So, but Josiah was still in college, and it was during spring break. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. And I spent my spring break with her, y'all. Like, so, we went to San Diego, right? And we stayed in a cool hotel, but it wasn't no 5-star, y'all.
No.
I don't want y'all, you know what I'm saying? So... And then we went to Pacific Beach, and we rolled like the little scooter joints.
And the food, remember the food was so good.
The food was busting too. We hit like a Mexican spot, cause like you know how San Diego is right next to Mexico.
Yeah.
So like the food really be going crazy. So we ate at this Mexican spot, and you know the food is good when they bring out the cheese on the hot plate and the plate, and they say don't touch the plate yet.
It's hot.
Like,
those are the best Mexican restaurants.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just the fajitas, you know, hot fajitas. No. Every dish they brought out was hot, and they said don't touch it yet. You know, I knew it was finna get down, but you know it was cool. We went to what's it called?
SeaWorld.
We went to SeaWorld, y'all, and I love animals. I love animals, and she loved animals too. But I lucky found that out like there, like more like that we love animals. That's one of my favorite moments.
San Diego trip was so much fun
because like,
and we were still like getting to know each other for
yeah,
sure. Like
and
we did not.
It was nothing forced. Like the whole time, I'm talking. I heard stories where you know dudes will bring a girl, bro, and they would get on his nerves, and they'll just be be just acting just weird, y'all, just weird. Okay, it was none of that. It was great vibes the whole way, and 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 that shocked me for real because you know the girls is crazy now. You know, I expect something to go wrong. So, what is an unforgettable experience in your life that you had? It could be happy, it could be sad, it could be like one of those things that helped you get to where you want to be, like just something that like you held on to.
Okay, so there's a huge story before like this little bit of story. This is like the light at the end of the tunnel for like the huge story that I will tell one day, but just not today. So I went to school at Washington State University in Pullman, and I like wanted to get out of Pullman so bad. Like if you know, you know, like Pullman has the entire town is the college. So it's a very, very small town, and any kind of civilization outside of Pullman is like an hour and a half away. So you're like in the middle of nowhere basically.
Ooh, go dogs.
So I got to this part in life where I just needed to get out. So I told myself like I'm going to move to Seattle. I'm going to move to Seattle. Like I want to move to Seattle. I've always wanted to live in Seattle. Okay, so I had this in my mind and I did it. Like I worked at 2 different jobs at the time. I don't know, it was just like something that I did on my own. I wouldn't say I always did it in the best way or anything like that. Like it was just like a learning experience. I was
20.
I just had turned 21.
Was it like one of those experiences like, hey, I can do this?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like at the time, I just like I didn't even think that I could do it. I just like kept on saying it out loud, and I was telling everyone around me like I'm moving to Seattle, so like it was something I had to fall through. But I did do it though, you know, like I did everything that I needed to do it. It was just like a learning experience, and like altogether a huge learning experience. Like that first year in Seattle. Yeah. What is one challenge that you've overcome and you're proud of it?
It's pretty obvious for me, I think, getting to where I am today in the NFL. So my freshman year in high school, I broke my tibia in my knee, and then I had an ankle surgery my freshman year. In like high school, I was not the greatest student. I wasn't at school a lot either, too. I would be just doing other things, and so I wasn't the greatest student. When I was a freshman and sophomore, going into my junior, I was a highly recruited dude until coach had to look at the transcripts, and then that's when all my offers got stripped away. Like I'm talking about, I had the hope at 12 and more, and then I just, you know, I was getting ready to go to Oregon. I go Cat. I was getting ready to go to Oregon, and then once I took my offer away from me, I kind of just was like, dang. Like, I ain't messing with Oregon no more, but so this is the crazy, like, so one day I was at home, okay? I was at home. I had this class that it was this first period that was at a whole nother school, and the school was further than my school, and yo, I hated waking up early when I was young. So I didn't show up to that class a lot, like ever, because I was like, I'm not getting up. But I was at home one day and I got a call from my coach, and he's like, where you at? There's a coach that's here to see you, and like, so I'm rushing, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm down the street, coach, Mind you, I live a hot 15, 16 minutes from my school, and I had to drive it there, and I had to park in the staff lot, all that, and like run in and meet that dude, and then that right there, bro, I was just like, dang, like, my coach was hot, like he was like, what are you doing? You know, I'm a hat. Well, my coach opinion, Rex Norris, and he's one of the people that like he saved me, bro. Like, and him and Miss Nash and my mom and dad, like they drugged me through high school, bro, because I didn't understand. I just didn't understand. Man. I didn't.
Which is so frustrating because Josiah is extremely smart, like so intelligent. But if you were to look at his high school like grades, his high school GPA, you probably would think otherwise, which is just unfortunate because I feel like you kind of missed out on an opportunity a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault. Like, it was nobody's fault. I feel like it was just like, I don't know.
It just didn't click back then, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I even graduated. So I went to graduation and I walked. And in order to go to Temple, which is in Philadelphia, I had to go back and take a class after graduation because I still needed more credits in order to go to Temple. Like after graduation, so I basically took like summer school, or whatever, and then went to Temple in July. So it's been a crazy journey, I think, and that's only part of it, y'all. Like, give me 3 people in your life that helped you get to where you are today.
Definitely my mother to start
Amen.
off with. My mom is a single mom, and she raised me and my sister, I think, beautifully. She did a beautiful job. She always just did the most, and I feel like that's made both me and my sister always like expect the most in a good way, you know, like that we shouldn't settle for stuff and like there's no reason to.
Yeah.
My mom is a business owner. Her and actually like I want to put my like people in a group, I guess. So like my mom definitely has been the biggest influence on my life for sure. Also like my grandparents come in like close second. They're just such a huge influence on my life. And then my mom is one girl and she has 4 brothers. And growing up, I was always in a super tight-knit, close family. Like, we all lived approximately, like, within 30 minutes of each other at least. All of my uncles I really just appreciate my family because I think I truly am the person I am and all the humor I have and my, just, like, the way I live and, like, who I am as a person. Like, I have such a big, beautiful heart, I feel like, because of my family. Do you feel that you're young at heart or old at soul? Or old soul?
Both, bro. I'm really a kid, for real. Like when I have my little one, bro, like, when he say, "Dad, let's go hoop," I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go hoop because I love like doing stuff. If my body's not hurt, y'all, like,
and
if my body hurt, I ain't moving nowhere, bro. I do like doing stuff, young stuff, like
Disney World, where like we want to go to.
I think I am an old soul because of how I think sometimes. Like, 5 years, where do you see yourself as?
Oh, this is complex. So I want to have my own like hair salon, or at least like a hair suite. I want to do hair. Because one, I love what it can provide for me as in creativity, and it's something that is so like handsy, but like hands-on. I worked in an office forever and I hated it. Being able to work a job where I can be interactive with people and stuff is super important to me. So I want to do hair, but I need to get my license first. And we've moved, we've moved cities every 6 months. So I just need us to be able to be stable for just a little bit so I could go to school and get my license. And it's also something that I'll be able to take with me wherever we go too. Yeah. So like, once I get my license, I know that I can just get into that goal. Oh, yeah, this is it. But we want to tell you guys something at the end of the video. We are doing a giveaway. Woo!
For you.
Yes, our very first one. We just wanted to give thanks to all of our supporters. We definitely love it so much, and we love all the feedback we're getting. And I just love getting texts from friends and stuff, always just saying that they are tuning in and that they love seeing us and stuff like that. It just really means a lot. So what we're doing, we're gonna give away two $200 gift cards to Amazon.
Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and take those Amazon cards and go right to our Amazon store.
But all you have to do is literally just be subscribed to our YouTube, follow us on our TikTok, and follow us on our Instagram. Yeah, so Ness and Joe Instagram, Ness and Joe TikTok, and Ness and Joe on YouTube.
So make sure you do those 3 things.
You just have to be subscribed and follow us. Nothing else.
And then you have a chance after you do that.
And if you already are following and subscribe to us and everything, you're already entered.
in.
Yeah.
It's the holiday season, y'all.
It
so
is.
It's love and cheer and great vibes right now. Let's go.
The Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we're going to announce the winners. They'll be on all of our platforms that we have. You'll see it. We're going to put flyers out too, like a cute little flyer so you can remember. I want a $100 gift card.
Shoot.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Go like this video. What else?
That's it. I was just clicking the buttons. That's it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, y'all. We go. Bye.